My name is ธนกร กุศล
สวัสดีครับ My name is Farid เอี่ยมฉลาด I'm going to talk today about 3D printing. What is a 3D printing? 3D printing is a fundamentally different way of producing parts compared to traditional structured or formative manufacturing technologies. In 3D printing, no special tools are required. Installed the parts in the machine directly onto the build platform layer by layer, which leads to a unique set of benefits and limitations.
How 3D printing works. 3D printers work like inkjet printers. Instead of ink, 3D printer deposit the desired material in successive layers to create a physical object from the digital file. 1. A laser source sends a laser beam to solidify the material. 2. The elevator rises and lowers the platform to help lay the layers. 3. The watt contains the material used to create the 3D object. 4. The 3D object is created as part a layer on top of each other. 5. Advanced 3D printers use one or more materials, including plastic, resin, titanium, polymer, and even gold and silver.
History of 3D printing. The sci-fi author Arthur C. Clarke was the first to describe the basic functions of a 3D printing back in 1964. The first 3D printing was released in 1987 by Chuck Hull of 3D Systems, and it was using the stereolithography process. In the 90s, other 3D printing technologies were released, including FDM by Stratasys and SLS by 3D Systems. These printers were expensive to mainly use for industrial prototyping. In 2009, the ASTM Committee F42 published a document containing the standard terminology on additive manufacturing. This attributes 3D printing as an industrial manufacturing technology. In the same year, the patents on FDM expired, and the first low-cost desktop 3D printers were born by the RepRap project. What once cost $200,000 suddenly became available of below $2,000. According to Voller, the adoption of 3D printing keeps going. More than 1 million desktop 3D printers were sold globally between 2015 and 2017, and the sales of industrial metal printers almost doubled in 2017 compared to previous years.
Benefits of 3D printing. 1. Faster production. 2. Easily accessible. 3. Better quality. 4. Tangible design and product testing. 5. Cost effectiveness. 6. Creative design and customization freedom. 7. Unlimited shape and geometry. 8. Can implement assorted source material. 9. Less wasted production. 10. Risk reduction.
Disadvantage of 3D printing technology: 1. High energy consumption. 2. 3D printing technology is expensive. 3. Limited materials. 4. 3D printer aren't and user-friendly. 5. Harmful emissions. 6. Too much reliance and plastic. 7. 3D printers are slow. 8. Production of dangerous weaponry. 9. Copyright infringement. 10. Manufacturing job lesson.
3D printing for architecture. Architecture is about realizing a beautiful design, vision, or combining form and function to create something new. A creative idea starts in the mind. Translating this to your pair sometimes can be challenging, let alone your client. This is where 3D printing comes to help architects. Using 3D printing for architecture allows to quickly create a tangible model. The impact of the physical object is stronger than a visualization on a computer screen. Start physically creating directly after model your idea. A 3D printer goes all the work for you, saving time on creating a model or sharing by hand. A huge advantage is freedom informed conventional method of making a model allow you to quickly create box. But a curved object like a stadium provides a serious challenge. A 3D printer can create any object for you to convince your client with one or several high-quality models during your pitch.
The benefits of 3D printing architecture: 1. Building cost-effective architecture models. 3D printing enables architects and designers to create low-cost 3D architecture models with a high level of precision. It is, for example, possible to 3D print several models for different versions of a project. Having tangible 3D print architecture model to present to clients and help them visions the project at different pages of complete. 2. Saving time by 3D printing scale models. Instead of building by hand scale 3D models, you can 3D print them and work on something else while the 3D does all the work. Many architecture firms have 3D printers running 24/7 to actively produce 3D print version of their project. 3. Easily update architecture 3D models. If you have a new idea or if your client change their minds. You can modify the 3D model and reprint it quite easily. 3D printing is a great tool for iterative design which can apply in a structure. 4. 3D printing accurate and vivid accurate models. You can 3D print architecture models with a high level of detail and choose among a wide range of materials and finishes. Depending of course on the 3D printer, use the said 3D print architecture model require post-process before they are ready, from basic support removal and cleaning to more advanced finish operations such as painting and coloring.
3D print design. The great thing about 3D printing is that you are able to print complex shapes and highly detailed design that will too time consuming if they were built by hand. You can use a 3D printer to print detailed designs such as complex facade, interior environmental elements, car tree people, roof, etc. A 3D printer can also print large flat floor surface touch using a laser cutter for this kind of part might suit this purpose better. The wall of visual confirmation. With a 3D printer, you can also create other type of object which and help you show your client what you mean or what you vision hold. Showing what you mean is a really strong tool in getting a message across since people respond stronger to visual information as opposed to written or verbal information. Create scale model yourself. Making a beautiful and correct scale model also used to be done by craftsmen who would have an expertise in this field of work, but with a 3D printer you can easily upload the model to the printer and have it 3D print without leaving your desk. This means that you can have your model ready to next day. Accelerate the design process. Making a 3D print means that the designer can create their own model without losing time. With that, the designer can also accelerate its design process by faster iterative design. Additionally, keeping track of the progression of the design can also encourage even bolder ideas since this idea can be directly communicated with their commissioner or superior.